6 3-minute rounds of boxing in the super middleweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the red collar shorts trimmed with white. At the weight he's scaled 11 stone 12 pounds. Tonight is his 9th professional contest. Hailing from Bulgaria, here is Teodor Lozanov. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black, pink and white coloured shorts. At the weight he scaled 11 stone 9 pounds 8 ounces. From one contest he has 1 win. He hails from the magnificent Steve Malin camp, presenting here from his home city of Manchester, Anthony Leckie. Timekeeper at the bell is Peter Humphrey, and this contest has been amended. It is now 4 3-minute rounds. 4 3-minute rounds. In the super middleweight division, and our star referee engaging in the action is Mr. Phil Edwards. 4 3-minute rounds.
So we go, 4 rounds, Anthony Leckie Leak against Teodor Lozanov. I suppose one of the problems Leckie will have to look out for is he's had a lot of hype and people are talking about him. Francis Warren's come up to watch him. He's got to be careful about
round 1.
Trying too hard to impress, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's determined to win. I was talking to him the other day and he's desperate to get an inside the distance win tonight, but it's not always about that. You can still impress when you go in the distance.
You can tell right away he's come out a bit of a fast start for him.
He's got that classic finest gym style. He's adapted pretty quick, hasn't he? Double jab and stepping back, everything straight. He tested Steve Malot's chin in the gym the other day. They were doing pads and Steve caught for a full-on left hook.
Did he?
Yeah.
How was his chin?
He stood up to it, although he said he ended the round early, he lost track of time. But he didn't go down.
With Leckie now, he will be keen to make a statement, but he will have in his mind, he has got dates already planned in, so he won't want to do anything too silly that could cost him.
So what is important is keeping busy. So we have got to take into consideration, despite that glittering junior career where he won all those national titles, he has been out of the ring for a long, long time.
Good super middleweights. It's rare to get such a good crop in one gym, isn't it? He's got Telford's been there for a while now. He's got Dale Coyne, who people rave about. Dale can be anything he wants. So it must be sharpening him up every single day.
Well, I think he says he's going to box at middleweight.
Is he dropping away down?
Right, yeah, he could box, make middleweight easy. If he had to, he could make light middleweight, but it's at middleweight where he's going to box.
It's a big bonus as well when you've got people around your weight in the gym. There's not so much a big need to bring in sparring partners because you've got people right there with you. Oh, good shot.
Lovely right hand, wasn't it? It's strange, isn't it? Some prospects you watch and they just stand apart, the way they carry themselves and the atmosphere around them.
There is an aura about him, he carries himself well. We were talking the other day about the publicity side of boxing, where you've got someone like Terry Flanagan who's reluctant, who's a reluctant star, whereas this guy, he was telling me, he gets off on all the interviews and phone calls for that.
I suppose at one point he probably thought, that's never happening for me again.
It was never going to happen, was it?
He was a naughty boy, wasn't he?
Yeah,
so I
he also had the medical issues as well when he went to go pro at 17, 18.
He did say on Wednesday as well when I spoke to him, he's just keen to sort of get in the ring and have a fast start. He doesn't want to wait around, is it mid-20s now, is he?
26.
26, so he knows that he's not got a lot of time maybe in the game to sort of adapt, so he's just got to come in straight away.
I think it's a case of getting him 10 or 12 fights as quick as they can in that first 12 months and then going from there.
Let us know what you think. If you've seen Leckie for the first time, you might have seen him at the Box Nation press conference. Let us know what you think of him, seeing him in action. Use hashtag VIP Boxing Live. Exciting addition to the middleweight scene. What do you make of the entrance ramp tonight, Sheldon?
Well, we know that Steve's a huge wrestling fan, and I'm
Whoa.
sure having this ramp here brings back, you know, the memories of him up till 4 watching WrestleMania, sat in his front room.
I find wrestling, and look, I don't doubt what these guys do. They're incredible. They are athletes, but it's the crowd at wrestling. When I see men in their late 20s and early 30s dressed as cartoon characters, I find I'm disturbed.
Cost me a lot of money, that outfit, Steve.
Who do you go dressed as when you go to the wrestling show? And I imagine you as a bit of who's the guy?
I feel I can pull off the Hulk Hogan, you know, the red and yellow Spanx.
No, I know about it. My daughter's mad on it. They got into it through the Divas show. They're absolutely nuts on it.
I've watched the Divas show.
They're nuts on it. I've been twice to them. I wouldn't trust them going wrestling with themselves. Some of those dodge pots in the audience you get there. You know, guys dressed up. There's one guy on it.
Holding their signs.
Yeah, holding their signs, you know.
We need more of that in boxing. People bringing signs. Imagine that.
That right hand's dangerous from Leak, isn't it?
He's having success with a left hook as well in the first round. You know, he isn't, what he isn't, we can already tell, is he isn't afraid to let his hands go.
Catching that right hook again.
Yeah, he's just holding out the jab, isn't he? Lozanov's buying it every time at the moment. Left eye's looking a bit marked up as well now, the Bulgarians. There's another one. And another one.
I think you're starting to sense now, Leak. Here we go.
Yeah, I think Phil Edwards is going to look at this. He can't miss with the right hand.
That could be nice. That's it.
Brutal stoppage victory there for Leak.
Tell you what, that was impressive. You know what he has got? What he is spiteful. You know,
as soon as he smelt a bit of blood, then he just went for it, didn't he?
Look, you can't tell how far he's new on that sort of opponent, but you know he's getting them out of the way and he's hurting them. He's spiteful. He wants to do damage to opponents. I think what he is going to be in is a lot of very, very exciting fights over the next few years.
A show like this as well, you know, there's a lot of fights in the bill. You are looking for someone to come out and make a statement, and you know, people will be going on tonight and they'll be talking about him.
Yeah, there's no natural built-upping fight on the card, but that can be a built-upping performance, can't it? It can steal all the headlines.
Yeah, well, that's the best performance, you know, we've seen so far tonight. As I say, he'll be in a lot of very good fights, you know. But I think it's a case of I know he's 26 now, but you've got to bear in mind how long he's been out the ring. And I think over the first 12 months he has got to be taken easy, and then you do let him off the leash then after 12-18 months.
Yeah, he's back out March 17th, so you know, a quick turnaround for him. April 8th, then after that. So you know, after a performance like that, it certainly does look like it's.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 33 seconds of round number 2. Referee Phil Edwards has stopped the contest. In his opinion, Teodor Lozanov was in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner, now undefeated in 2 professional contests, hailing from Manchester, Anthony Leckie Lee. And a brave performance, ladies and gentlemen, from Teodor Lozanov.